Hi, welcome to the part 2 of this certification guidance series. We are covering Azure Administrator Associate. Now, like I explained in the part 1, who should appear for this exam? This is important. Sometimes people think this is not for me, but ideally it is. So, I'll say at least for cloud architects and team leads, this is a must. Developers can seek understanding on how it works because they have to do certain things like export, import, and so on. So developers have to do it, administrators have to do it, but team leads, because a lot of designing work and hands-on troubleshooting needs to be done, and architects because they need to know the big picture and they need to understand the implementation knowledge. So we are covering what this exam will cover, what is a percentage split on the topics and high level overview of the content. So please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos, drop in your comments if you are looking for something else as well. See, skills is the most important part which we are trying to build through these series. There are n number of cloud certification help videos that I have posted on my channel. Please leverage that to upgrade your skills. At a high level, these are the skills that this exam would measure. This is a percentage split. We covered first two pieces in my first part. Now let us move to deploy and manage compute resources. So this portion is like 20 to 25% of the overall exam questions, and hence it has some significance. So let's look at the topics at a high level. The first one says automate deployment of virtual machines. See, when we talk about automation, we are talking about automation in terms of deployment of VMs like resource manager template. So we call these ARM templates. The first advantage is agile development method and repeatedly deploy solutions to the cloud. So suppose you have a production environment and you have different VMs, n number of VMs, and there are configurations associated with this VM. So the first time you set up the production, and what happens is next time you want to clear up production and reset the thing, that is rebuild production from scratch. So I can use ARM and this will achieve the goal. So the exam tests your knowledge around this, and then it will talk about VM extensions. It will test your knowledge on this. So these extensions are small applications that provide post-deployment configuration and automation of tasks. For example, you have this production environment and you deploy it, and post-deployment, if you have some configuration and task, it can do it for you. So these two are the key topics. Then let's look at configuration of VMs. So when we talk about configuration of VMs, there are three topics which are important. The first is disk encryption. So there are different processes for different operating systems. You will also have to understand the disk encryption with Azure AD. Now, why do you encrypt a disk? So this is a disk. Suppose this disk is not encrypted and your VM is running, so the data can be hacked. Okay? When we are talking about hacking, we are not talking about you and me. We are talking about such individuals who are always on the lookout for the opportunity to hack systems. So this exam will test your knowledge around disk encryption. The next thing you need to know is high availability. How do you do that? You can do it via using different availability tools. So imagine you have one VM in one AZ. If you do a multi AZ, the same copy will be stored here and here in multiple AZs. Remember, these AZs are different areas in a city. For example, if this is in Bombay, one AZ might be in Colaba, one AZ might be in somewhere near New Bombay, and so on. So multi AZ is the key, and you need to know multi AZ deployments. Second is virtual machine scale sets. What it means is if this VM is overloaded, suppose this can handle 10 requests and suddenly there are 100 requests. What will happen? This will die. So use scale sets and build new VMs so that 100 load can be managed between these three VMs. So this information is absolutely crucial for this exam. We also do storage redundancy because this will help you replicate your disks into multiple regions, and that way your storage will be available. And that is the third point where you're adding and removing the VM disks based on your capacity, your usage. Now the third topic which is important is creating and configuring the containers. With containers, your concept on Kubernetes should be absolutely good. You should understand why AKS is used. It is a serverless configuration, why it is used for continuous integration and providing a CI/CD pipeline. And what is the intent? To ship faster, operate with ease, and scale confidently. We are talking about scaling, we are talking about Kubernetes, and we are talking about AKS clusters. This topic is a very modern topic. Nowadays, most of the industries, they are talking about making your applications containerized. You will see in the DevOps exam, they will quiz you a lot on this stuff, but here we will just cover the peripherals. So what is the principal benefit? You will have to understand that of containerization. It provides you less resource intensive alternative to running an application on virtual machines. This is the key. So suppose you have applications running on these VMs and they are consuming a lot of resources. If you do containerization, your resource requirement would reduce. Last but not the least, it will quiz you around Azure App Service. If you want to build applications faster, use App Service. It is one of a kind of a cloud service to quickly create enterprise ready web and mobile apps. If you want to create a web and mobile app, this is the best service. So related to this service, it will quiz you around the service plans, which is very important. So the service plan, why it is used is it defines the operating system, region, and so on. And then you should understand what are the pricing tiers like shared compute, dedicated, isolated, and so on. So now we have understood clearly what is the requirement for the deploy and manage compute resources. So now what? So we have covered all of these three topics. The first two topics were covered in part 1. Let us now understand configure and manage virtual networking. So in the exam, the maximum portion of the questions comes from this topic, that is 25 to 30%.